I know a lady. She was acting victim to this.
What lady?
That nurse was home.
I probably look crazy. Well, I know I look crazy, but my hair, because I just got done flat ironing it and then I went and curled it. What is up, y'all? It's your girl Celia and I'm back with a video. Today we are just going to have a talk update on everything that's been going on in my life, and then a little bit of what I've realized and figured out that just helped me get out of all the funk, all the just negativity, you know what I'm saying? So if you would like to see this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. Should I get a chair? So anyways, as y'all know, I have not posted on my YouTube for the last 10 days. Now, it's been a lot going on. I'm not going to get into specifics of what's been going on, but I'm going to tell y'all that honestly, I've been going through it, okay? Now, I don't know what it was about last week. I feel like everybody was going through it. Like, everyone I talked to was going through it. Now, mind you, y'all know I cherish my car. I love my car. And in the midst of me cherishing and loving my car, I was at a HEB. A man backed into me and he created 2 dents on my car. Very small, whatever. You know, that really wasn't like the craziest part of my week, honestly, which we're going to get into. But definitely the thing about that, it really bothered me because, again, if anyone knows me, y'all know how I am with my car. Now, what is really insane, okay, that happened within a week. My great grandmother ended up going to the hospital not too long ago, maybe like a week and a half ago, and then my grandpa backdoor went to the hospital as well. So last week I was just honestly spending a whole bunch of time with my grandpa, making sure he's okay, spending time with family and doing all of that. So I really have not had time to record. I didn't even have time to go to work. I didn't have time for my house. My house started to look a mess. I was eating a whole bunch of fast food. My face started breaking out. Everything kind of felt like it was just piling on top of me. You know what I'm saying? Like last week felt so heavy. But now, okay, I'm feeling so much better. My great grandma is doing okay. My grandpa is doing okay. I'm actually going to go visit him once I get done with this video. But honestly, I'm feeling a whole lot better now. I think the thing is, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And honestly, I'm not a strong believer in this, but usually people say that whenever you encounter something, like whenever you're encountering negativity, it comes in a wave of 3. So for me, that was my 3 like gut-wrenching or just like things that I dealt with last week. Now, mind you, I'm not going to get sensitive or whatever. I just honestly have a whole bunch to talk to y'all about. So in the last video, you've seen that I went to church. I think I included a clip of church. That day that I was in church was the day that I got some really bad news about my grandpa. And so I was sitting down in church and I was just honestly like praying to God and was just like, God, you know, I know that they've lived a great life. I get it. I know that they've lived a long life. I get it. But for me, as selfish as it sounds, I'm like, I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? As they could be ready and everybody else can be ready, I'm personally not ready. I'm like, everyone always has a saying where they're like, oh, you know, it's so amazing that you were able to experience your grandparents, and it's so amazing that you were able to experience your great grandparents. But they never think about the fact that I experienced them for so long in my life and how close I am with them. You know, like, not saying that if you spend 1 year, you won't be close. Like, you know, these are years piling on where my value, my core value is family. Like, in every way, shape, or form, my number 1 is God, family. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, the connection I have, I'm a grandparents baby and great grandparent. The connection I have with my grandparents and my great grandparents is out of this world. And it built over the years. Every day I spend with them, everything I learn from them, every time I talk to them, every time I see them, it's building within those moments. So of course, for me, selfishly, I'm in church like, please, like, even 1 more year, even whatever. I'm not ready, you know, which, when will you ever be ready is the question. You would never be ready, right? You're never ready for loss. But that's just something that I was really battling with last week. So as much as I say I'm gonna be consistent, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, it was so hard for me to pick up this camera. Now y'all will see where I did in the beginning add some clips of me cooking, add some clips of just out and about that I was originally doing before everything hit the fan. I did include that in the beginning, but honestly, I just want y'all to know that as much as I say I'm gonna be consistent, as much as I said whatever in the past, I have really been trying to put my best foot forward. But last week was really just a tough week for me. Now, besides that, we're not just gonna go off and talk about, you know, everything that I've dealt with. I also want to get here and talk about just things that I've just been doing to get myself out of the funk, a little something to help the girlies, just in case, you know, you get to this point where you are going through something and you are depressed. I have so much to talk about. You know, I want to talk about church and my religion, because that is something that I've really been like, girl, it's just a whole bunch of new stuff, and just forming new habits and things like that. If I look at my phone, just because I have to write a note, because I'm not trying to make this video super long, and if I don't look, I will prolong one subject. You know what I'm saying? You like that? You like that? Okay. So anyways, I told y'all I haven't been posting in 10 days. Now I told y'all what's been going on. And now let's get on my skin. So y'all remember I used to use the Porsche, the La Roche Posay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna include it on the little side so you can get an idea. I used to use that. Like, that was my holy grail. I didn't use it to almost the bottom of the bottle. Now, I don't know if it's because all was going on and, you know, my face had began to break out. Now, I have really, for the most part, clear skin, right? And when I do a routine, I usually only change up one thing, no more than one thing, honestly. So my original routine was the CeraVe facial wash. I used two of the Ordinary skin serums. I'm gonna try to include it right here. And then I also use the CeraVe the CeraVe lotion, daily lotion on my face. And my face has always been rather clear. Right now I have on, you know, makeup, but underneath this, my face is starting to get back to normal. So honestly, I don't know if it was the La Roche-Posay mixed with the others that it didn't really tend to go well once I started daily washing my face 3 times a day. I don't know if it was too harsh for my face or what, but honestly, through that process of last week and today, I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the basics. So I am back using my CeraVe because, y'all, my skin had broke out. Like, I had a pimple over here, I had a pimple over here, I had a pimple up here. Like, I was breaking out so bad. And this is not, I'm not talking about period breaking out. I'm talking about breaking out, okay? Now, another thing, what I was eating, okay? So this is getting into my new habits because I have to tell y'all about my skin. So also within my skin breaking out, I have realized during all of last week, I was drinking. And when I say drinking, I'm talking about drinking martinis at happy hour, eating fried food, eating just unhealthy. Like, I don't know if it's because my body went into a shock, because within this first few months of the year, I was barely drinking. I wasn't eating much like fast food, but within last week, every single day, like 2-3 times a day, I was eating fast food, drinking, which of course is not healthy for nobody. So a new habit that I'm getting into is cooking. Now, with this cooking, I'm not gonna lie, I like to cook for me though. Like, okay, and if you watching this and you didn't see my cooking video and you like, girl, I want to play, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am not nobody's chef. I cook to the idea of what I like, right? So if I might like my food a little less salt, I might not use salt. That's what I like, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I cook, I usually cook to what I like. So whenever someone say like, hey, can I get a plate, I be like, girl, like, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you know, I'll call over my friends like, hey, I just cooked, and they gonna come running, they gonna get them a plate, because I know I'm good at it. But to go as far as like an actual cooking thing, I don't know. And I was in the shower today and I was thinking, dang, like, could I see myself being that type of girly on TikTok? Now, as far as YouTube go, girl, we're gonna keep it lifestyle because I be having way too much going on, and I gotta let the world see. For the most part, not all of it. But anyways, so, but on TikTok, I be feeling like the people may want to see me cook. Y'all, it's doing so good. Let me show y'all. Of course, I'm gonna try to screen record and put it on here so y'all can see. But it's been doing so good. So right now, the video is at 661 likes and 6,212 views. It's been doing really good. Now, the first thing I cooked was a creamy crab fettuccine pasta, so great. And then the second thing I cooked was a coconut curry shrimp. Now, back to new habits, all right? So the reason why I started cooking is because I am now putting myself on a diet. And it's not really, I would say more of a freely diet. I've been on that hardcore diet where it was like no salt, no sugar, egg whites, you know, turkey bacon, like it was real strict. This diet, I'm not gonna go too strict on it because I'm gonna give myself grace. But also I am being mindful of what my intake is as far as, you know, how much sodium and, you know, what the ingredients I use, and, you know, ensuring that I don't eat any chicken, red meat, or pork. I am now on that. Only fish and seafood, and very small quantities of seafood. I've had my last two dishes did incorporate seafood, so now I'm moving more towards fish, like maybe a sea bass or something in that nature. I will be honest with y'all, I don't really know if the food helped towards me breaking out, and the way I felt was kind of like right now I feel up, I feel lively, I feel ready to go. And I haven't even ate yet, which that's really bad, but I haven't even ate yet. And I think it's just because honestly, my body has been fasting, right? And so I don't eat after 9 o'clock. No matter if I cook, whatever, well, I've already let y'all know I'm going to be cooking for the next 30 days. Like I'm going to, and when it comes to dinner, it has to be home cooked. I don't care if I'm tired, I don't care if I'm lazy, it has to be home cooked, okay? Now, also, when it comes to cooking dinner, I've also made it very clear to myself that I am not eating after 9 o'clock. I don't know if that helps towards me losing that belly fat like I want to, but I just feel like your body don't really digest the food well once you eat after a certain time, because your body is going into that sleep mode, that hibernation mode. Now, I could be wrong. I'm no doctor. Could be wrong. I went to school for biochem, but I ain't finished. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, that could possibly be towards that. So that is why I'm on that diet. So as far as new habits, I am on a diet that doesn't require me to eat, again, chicken, red meat, and pork. I'm not eating after 9. I'm using more of ingredients based foods than foods that require a lot of salt and whatever. Like, for example, I'm using foods that the flavor comes from the actual, like, you know, maybe the stock I'm using, or maybe like the curry, you know, the seasoning or whatever, instead of actually using a whole bunch of salt, you know what I'm saying? So, or the veggies I'm using, like the flavor is coming from everything else without requiring me to use a lot of salt, okay? So that's really that. And I'm excited. And I told myself if I was to eat after 9 o'clock, then it will be strictly fruit. That's it. If I am invited out to eat after 9 o'clock, I will be at that table eating fruit as if it's a piece of chicken. I'm telling y'all, this is what I'm forcing myself to do, because I don't know. I need some discipline around here, okay? So the next thing that I'm adding to my new habits is reading. First off, all my old heads know I do not like to read. I don't know if it's the books. I don't know if it's the genre. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I need to look on it on my iPad. I don't know what it is, but I hate reading. And I was always really good in like English. I could write a book, but to read a random book, I don't know, but I'm gonna force myself to add that to my new habits. Try to at least read 3 times a day, and hopefully that just makes my mind just feels clearer and things of that nature. Okay, another thing I added to my new habits is what is it? Church. How can I forget? So anyways, as y'all know, last Sunday I went to church. I talked to y'all about Blueprint. I did not talk to y'all about Silver Lake. I think Silver Lake may be in this actual video in the beginning, or if it's not, it's at the other video. Love Silver Lake. And the reason why I'm telling y'all about these churches is because I got a big like surprise coming, which it really won't be a surprise, but it's just whatever. So anyways, love Silver Lake down to the ground. That is my actual church. That is the church that I grew up in. Love it, love it, love it. It's amazing, makes you feel home. I cried during service. It was amazing. Like I said, you know, I prayed, everything. I love Silver Lake. Now, the reason why I'm able to tell y'all these churches is because I am actually going to explore Catholic side. Now, you may ask why Catholic and why now? Honestly, just growing up, my grandmother that passed away, rest her soul, Grandma Jackie, she was Catholic. Well, she was Catholic slash like Baptist. She was Catholic at first, met my grandpa, then she became Baptist, but she still held on to a lot of her Catholic like beliefs and, you know, her everyday, like what she do, like everything. And she, you know, it watered down to her grandchildren. So honestly, in the moments that I realize every single day I do things that, you know, she taught me to do, you know, I think about maybe I need to go and actually venture off and explore, you know, Catholic, you know. So that is something that I am exploring. I have not been to a church yet. I was supposed to go Sunday, but I was so deadbeat tired. But I will be going this Sunday, so I'm so excited. That may be in my new vlog. I don't know. This is not going to be a vlog. This is just me honestly updating y'all and telling y'all everything that's going on and just helping the girls getting out the funk with new ideas on new habits and things that I am doing so I can feel better, right? So anyways, yeah, maybe it's going to be in a new vlog. Maybe I will share that with y'all. I don't know yet. That is something that I am really just kind of putting my all into as of right now. So I don't know if that is something that I'm going to be just so free willy-nilly sharing while I'm still exploring it, you know what I'm saying? So that's really that. And let me see if I have anything else. Oh, see, they just texted me about visiting my grandpa. I'm telling y'all, we've been visiting that man, okay? I'm pretty sure y'all seen in the last vlog that I had some new home decor. My flowers are dead, so I'm gonna have to go and buy flowers today. Excuse me. But honestly, I'm in love with my new decor. I feel like I loved having my black bathroom. Now that my bathroom is white, it just feels a little like fresher, a little like, it just feels cleaner, and I don't know what it is, but I love it. Also, my new decor in my living room, it just feeling a little homey, getting prepared for fall, and I feel like I have to make my house feel like a home because I am at the point where I am ready to move from my house. So for the last couple of months, I'm like, you know what, let me try to make this place a home, you know? So that is that with the decor. And then let's get on my routine, and then we're gonna end this video. Anyway, so my new routine that I have been so hard down on, I'm talking about beating to the ground. Wake up in the morning, get myself together, wash my face, brush my teeth, and put on my workout clothes, go work out. I am forcing myself, even if it's for an hour, even if it's for 30 minutes, I am breaking that workout down. And honestly, I have been shredding. Like right now I have my waist trainer on, so you can't really tell. But I have been shredding, okay? I'm gonna try to include a video of it, but I have been shredding, okay? So after working out, I usually come home, clean up, let the dogs out. I have grass on my patio now, so it's easy for me to let them out to go use the potty. Come back in, figure out what I'm gonna cook, go to the store, grab some food and cook. Now, what I do need to add to my new routine is, like I said, I need to add reading, give me a book, and then I also need to add different meals throughout the day. Right now, it's easy for me to grab and go when it comes for breakfast, but I need to start doing breakfast, lunch, and then dinner, and hopefully I can incorporate that while I'm at home. We'll see. We'll see. But besides that, just a little thing just for me to tell y'all is that everything is okay, girl. Like, everything is okay. Sometimes you just gotta relax. Sometimes you gotta just breathe. you know, you just gotta breathe. You gotta just breathe. You gotta just eliminate yourself from different situations. Eliminate yourself from different conversations. Girl, eliminate yourself from a lot of things so you can feel good, you know? And that's just where I'm at in life. Honestly, you got it just like I know I got it. You know, whether you pray, whether you manifest, whether you talk to your, you know, into like a diary, just let yourself know that everything is okay, right? And everything's gonna work out for you in the best way possible. So yeah, moving forward, I'm just gonna try to be my best self for myself, and I'm gonna try, like I said, let's sprinkle some on there. I'm gonna try to stay consistent for you guys, because honestly, during this whole process and being like, I'm not really forcing myself to be like separated from everything, but I kind of am. I'm kind of over like just everything, like everything that isn't feeding into me. And I know I feel like I have this conversation with y'all about like just staying away from negativity and everything. Like I have this conversation maybe once every 5 months, but I'm not gonna lie, you could tell when you separate yourself, and you could tell when you finally don't put up for nothing. Like I'm okay with saying no. I'm okay with saying I'm okay. I'm okay with saying like, you know, I'd rather not, like, and having those boundaries and just setting that for yourself so you can be full within yourself, right? So that's just kind of where I'm in. That's just kind of where I'm at with everything, and just learning how to say no. So y'all let me know in the comments if I should stick with that cooking on TikTok thing, because I'm using my phone to record for my TikTok videos, but I feel like it's so hard to sit in front of my phone and be like, because I can't see. But with my camera, it's amazing because I have like this little box where I can see myself, sort of, where I have an idea, okay, like move this way or move that way, or maybe this is in a, you know, in a frame or whatever, and I can see, so it's helpful. With my phone, I don't know what to do. Maybe y'all gonna have some tips and tricks for me, but yeah. Anyways, let me stop talking because y'all know I got the gift of gab. That's a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, apparently a gift of gab is a thing. When you're able to like speak fluently, you're able to talk, and you have people that listens to you, or you inspire people to do different things. Hopefully positive things. But anyway, so yeah, let me wrap up this video. Stop talking y'all head off. Thank y'all so much for viewing. I hope y'all gained anything from this video, and I will see y'all in my vlog. Go watch my other videos. Go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And without further ado, bye.